Welcome to Learn Commerce PU online classes. Don't forget to like our video and subscribe our YouTube channel for all the updates.
Welcome to second PU Computer Science online classes. So today our concept, because we are in the concept of or the chapter 7, the name of the chapter classes and objects. So we are going to continue the classes and objects, and in classes and object the concept is the array of objects, and we know that because the array of objects still here we declared just only the object of the class, maybe the class name is the employee, so employee, and just only supervisor object, class object here, but this one is the array of objects. So before going to tell about the program each and everything, some explanation about array of objects. An array of objects having class type elements, okay, supervisor of 3, that means 3 objects are there in one supervisor, sales executive 5 objects are there 0 to 4, team leader 0 to 9. An array of objects having class type elements is known as array of objects, and the array of object is declared after the class definition. Now in this line I declared the array of objects here, and I declared the array of objects here after the class definition. Clear this point here? After the class definition, this one is called as the declaration of the function, and later words whatever we declared going to define, and later next one in our main function we are going to declare the objects here. So the array of objects or an array of object is declared after the class definition and defined in the same manner like any other array. So this is the meaning about our array of objects. So clear this point here, the meaning of the array of objects. An array of object here is a class type elements, okay, kya? The class type elements here, and such one going to declare after the class definition, okay. Now let's see one example here, the array of object. We know that class is the keyword, employee is the class name, that is called as the user defined name, then opening of the flower bracket, and maybe all are the member data. But if access specifier, here I am not going to mention the access specifier, but also such a data considered as the private data only. So member data, one is the name, second one is the age here, and the get data and display void. Why? Because void, no arguments are there in our display member function. So the get data and display call as the member function, and this one is called as the end of the class definition. Now this line, whatever I return in this line, this one is the example for the array of object. So here I declared 3 array of objects in this case here. One is the employee supervisor of 3, that is the 1, and employee sales executive, that is the 2nd, and employee team underscore leader, that is the 3rd. It is the array of objects. Clear this point here? So in this example, the array supervisor contains 3 objects. 3 objects are, one is the supervisor of 0, supervisor of 1, supervisor of 2, and also the array objects, that is the sales executive contains 5 objects totally from 0 to 4, that is called as the 5 objects, okay, kya? So one is the sales executive 0, sales executive 1, sales executive 2, sales executive 3, and sales executive 4 here. That means it is going to start from the value 0 to the 4, and the last one, the array of object, that is the team leader. It contains total the array object, that is equal to the 0 to 9, okay, kya? So this is the example of the array of object. Otherwise how we are going to if it is not the array of object means employee, supervisor, semicolon. If it is a array of object means here employee, supervisor of 3. Clear this one? The array of object, the collection of the object is called as the array of object. Now in this diagram it shows the storage of data item in an object array. Clear this point here? It shows the storage of data item in an object array here. So the storage of data item, like here we already declared the employee, supervisor of 3. So supervisor of 0, 1 and 2, and here just 2 member data are there here. So I just mentioned the name and the age. Clear this point? Now let's see one simple program for our array of object. So the program to show the use of array of objects. Now we are going to write one program. The program specially for our to show the use of the array of objects, and we know that whatever the program is there, going to start by using the header file. So the header file we need to take, that is the hash include iostream.h, okay here, for our iostream for input and the output here. And later next one, the second header file, this second header file is the conio.h. Why? Because for our CLR, SCR, clear the screen here, or maybe if you want to take the header file, that is iomanip and specially usable for our end line set W, okay here. But in this program maybe if you want to use the end line, then surely you need to write the header file iomanip.h. But if you don't want to use end line, then without the use of header file we can use the we can take the iomanip here. Now the class is the keyword, okay. The data is the class name, the name of the class is the data, and later next one, the member data are roll number, mass and science, okay. And I want to declare the roll number, mass and science by using the data type int. Why? Because for roll number I am using 1 or maybe 101, and mass maybe how we are going to take, how we are going to get the marks of the mass. The mass may be the 100, maybe the 80, like that. That means whatever the marks will get in the whole number. And the science also the same thing, maybe 70, 100, any marks. So all those marks going to get in whole number. So because of this reason I use the data type as the int. Clear? And later next one is three member functions are there totally in this program. 3 member function I want to declare here. The first member function name is the AVG, average member function here, and second one is the get data member function, and third member function is the put data, okay. And such one going to declare by using the access specifier. The access specifier name is the public. Clear this point here, public access specifier. So the private is usable to declare the member data, and public that is used to declare our member function. So in this program 3 functions are there. One is the average, second one is the get data, and third function name is the put data function, okay here. And I declared within the class. Clear this point here, I declared all those member data and member function within the class, and this line is called as the end of the class definition. The end of class definition. So I already declared this one, that means now we need to make the definition of the class. Clear this point here. So how to make the definition of the class? By using outside class definition. So we know that. Why? Because first of all the outside class definition syntax is the return type, class name, scope resolution operator, member function. Clear this point here. So outside class, why? Because I already declared the member function within the class, okay. Within the class I already declared the member function. Now we need to define the member function outside a class, and we know the syntax of the outside class definition. The syntax of outside class definition: return type, class name, scope resolution operator, member function, okay. So later we know that. Why? Because the get data, it contains the data type as the void. So void second one class name is called as the data. Clear this point here. The class name is the data in this case here. Data, scope resolution operator and the get data. And we know that why we using the member function get data member function. Why? Because such get data member function is usable to get to input to enter the value. Okay here. So I want to enter the value for the roll number, mass, science, each and everything here. That means I need to use the get data function, or instead of the get data function you can use any other name. It's not necessary to use just only the get data. Any name you can use, any name you can give for the member function. Okay. So first of all, one message going to display. The message is the cout, enter the roll number. So this one is why? Because this message I written by using double quotation. If anything you are going to write by using double quotation, we know that such one going to display as a message. Okay kya? So the enter roll number, and this sin, we know that the full form of this sin is the console input. Okay. And how I declared? So the roll number I declared by using the small letter and no space is there in between roll number. So like that only I need to write in our sin member function. So console input, I am going to accept the value for the roll number. Okay. And second one, the second message I want to declare, that is as the enter the mass marks. Okay kya? And such message I want to declare. Because of this reason I used the cout. The full form of the cout is the console output. So it going to display the message as the enter mass marks. Okay kya? So it going to accept the marks for the mass in this case here by using the function. The function name is the sin function here. And later next one I also want to enter the science marks here. So cout, the cout is the console output here. It going to display the message as the enter science marks. Clear this point here. And it going to accept the marks for the science. Clear this point here. So first of all, just only any message we can write here anywhere. Clear this point. Maybe if you want to enter as the mass, first of all it going to display as the mass each and everything here. So enter roll number, it going to accept for our roll number. Enter mass marks, it going to accept for the mass. And later the science marks, it going to accept for the science. And about the put data, about this one later words I will tell. Why? Because something I written by using our put data member function. Clear this point here. So about the put data later word, let's see here. So it we open the flower bracket. So such flower bracket going to close here after completing the get data member function information. And later next one, the second function name. The second function name is the average. Clear this point. In public 3 member functions are there here. So we already completed, we already defined the first member function, that is the get data member function here. And the second member function is the average. That means I need to define such member function outside the class definition. So to define the member function outside class definition, here also the same thing. Why? Because the data type, okay, the return type I used as the int. So here also I am going to start by using the return type as the int only. Clear this point here. Why? Because the get data it contains the return type as the void in this case. So because of this reason I started from the return type as the void in this case, but the average is called as the int. So int, why? Because return type, and data is the class name. We already used the data as the class name here. So data, scope resolution operator, average, avg. Why? Because the member function name is the avg, and open and close, but no any semicolon. Why? Because this line is called as the definition of the member function. Clear this point here. This is called as the declaration of the member function, and this line is called as the, maybe this line or this line, wherever you are going to use the scope resolution operator, this is called as the definition of the member function. And such a definition of the member function, first of all I want to declare one variable or maybe one object. Clear this point here? The object or the variable, the name of the object is called as the a, and I am using the data type as the int. Clear this one? This is called as the declaration of the object or declaration of the variable. The name of the variable is the a here, and after declaring such variable, later some calculation I am going to perform by using some of the maths and science marks. Okay, so maths plus science by 2, maybe you are entering 100, that means here we are going to make the calculation of the average. Should remember it. This is the definition of the member function of average here. Maybe your maths and science marks is 100 plus 100, such one going to divide by 2. On that time in our a, it going to accept the average value as the 50. Clear this point here? 50 here, and what's the marks after divide by 2 will get, such one going to enter into the variable or into the object here, and later what's it going to return the average value. Clear this point here? Average value. So the second member function, that is called as the average here. So first of all I declared the variable, that is the a, okay, and later whatever the marks we are going to enter for maths and science, such one going to divide by 2 and going to enter into the variable a, and later what's it going to return the value. Return spelling is the return, return the value for the variable a. Clear? And later next one we open the flower bracket, so such flower bracket going to close. And one more thing, why? Because here we already returned one put data, correct? No? And our third member function name, the third member function name is called as the put data function. Okay, so here just only we declared the put data function, here. Now I am going to define such a put data function by using the scope resolution operator. Clear this point here? So first of all return type, that is the white. Why? Because in our put data the return type I used as the white here, so white, and class name is the data here, scope resolution operator, and later next one is about our put data, that is the member function name, and opening of the flower bracket, and later the one simple message I want to display in our put data, the message as the AVG, average, or you can write as a full. Okay, so AVG is equal to average function. Why? Because in average member function, we did some calculation. The calculation is, first of all we need to declare the object, and later words the maths and science marks, such one going to divide by 2 and add it into the variable or object into the a here, and such one going to return the value here. Such calculation we did by using our average member function. So just only it going to display AVG is equal to average. That means whatever the calculation we did going to show by using our put data function. And later next one, such a flower bracket going to close. Why? Because we opened the flower bracket, such flower bracket going to close in this case here. Clear this point here? So such flower bracket is going to close, and later next one, this is called as the main function, main program. Okay, the main function. And why we using the main function? First thing, to declare the object, but it is the concept of array of objects here. So I declared the array of object. That means how to declare the array of object? By using the class name. The class name is the data here. So by using the class name, okay, I declared the array of object here. So the array of object, that is the stud, S-T-U-D, the stud of 3. That means here 3 student information we can enter. Clear this point? With the 3 student information we can enter in this program here. So int main is the main program. Then opening of the flower bracket, CLR, SCR, we already completed the header file, that is the conio.h. Okay, the conio.h for the CLR, SCR, and this is called as the declaration of array of objects. So to declare the array of object, first of all we need to use the class name, and later next one about our array of objects, that means object name, or then this line is called as the array of objects here. And we know that if one object is there, then no need to use the looping condition, but it is the array of object, that means one by one the information going to enter here. So we need to use the looping condition, that is the for loop, okay. And here just only in this case I declared the data type as the int. Why? Because till here I didn't use in this program the variable I. So before going to use such a variable I, we need to make the declaration by using their data type. So the data type, that is the int here. So I is equal to 0 semicolon, I less than 3 semicolon, I plus plus, going to accept the information one after the another, and later next one stood of I dot get data. Why? Because in get data what's the information we return? The get data information, it going to accept first of all roll number, it going to accept the marks for the maths, accepting the marks for the science, and finally going to show the put data information. And in put data information we return one information. The information is the just show the average value. Clear this point here? Show the average value. So average is equal to average function. That means it's going to be already completed the calculation for the average by using the member function average here. So after completing, first of all you have to enter roll number, maybe the 1, enter mass marks, maybe the 100, enter science marks, maybe the 100. On that time it going to show the average value as the average is equal to average function, that means 50. Clear this point here? 50 here. So this stood of I dot get data, and finally the return 0. If you want you can use the get ch also before the return 0. If you don't want then it's also okay, but it's better to use the get ch before the return 0, okay. Why? Because here see the return 0 I return. Why? Because here I used the return 0, the main function is the int, okay. If you are using void then no need to use the return 0, but if the main function is the int, after the get ch we need to write the return 0 semicolon and later closing of the flower bracket. Main program. So in main program the object, array of object name is the stud, and 3 information we are going to enter by using looping condition. And we know that about our return 0. Why? Because the main program is the int, so we need to write the return 0. Now the output of the program, why? Because in get data function we already return this stud of I dot get data function, and in get data function we return some information, roll number, mass marks, science marks, and also put data information. So it's going to display the output as the enter roll number 23. So here we already return enter roll number, so it's going to accept the value for the roll number. So enter mass marks 56, enter science marks 78 here. So mass marks and the science marks going to enter, and later next one the put data information. And in our put data information we already return the information as the average is equal to AVG, correct? No, average is equal to AVG. So it's going to display the value average is equal to 67, and here 3 outputs are there going to display. Why? Because this stood of 3 here, so it's going to start from the 0, 1, 2. So totally 3 student information going to display. So the second information, roll number 24, mass marks 56, science marks 77, average value is the 66. And the third, that means 0, 0, 1 and second student information, but we know that the student going to enter as the 1, 2, 3. So 3 information, student information. Roll number 12, any roll number we can use, mass marks 44, science marks 89, and going to display the average value as the 66. So in this program we can say that the stud is an array of objects, okay, and the data is the class name, and with class name data contains 3 member functions, average, get data, put data are defined outside class definition. Thank you.